It's Thursday, January 25th of 2018. We are pleased to bring you today's edition of Local News. Welcome. In the news today, ICT Association Suriname has its first female president, Director of Rosabel Gold Mines decorated, cannabis for medical purposes no longer illegal in Suriname, and printers donated to hospitals. I am Chiffon Timpico. Your local news begins now. The ICT Association Suriname has chosen its first female president last Tuesday. In the past 7 years, it was mainly men who have reigned over the association. Gina Berggraaf Sanchit is aware that with her presidency, shape is given to the idea of girls in ICT. Within the ICT, there's actually no difference in gender. The hammer is symbolically transferred by former chairman Robert Hahn to Gina Berggraaf Sanchit. Hahn looks back on the 7 years with satisfaction and proudly transfers power to Berggraaf Sanchit. The new board further consists of Elina Farhek as secretary, Donaghy Malone as treasurer, and Chandra Rampardarat and Raoul Brahim as commissioners. There is a number of points for the new board that will be addressed. The inventory of unfinished and completed cases is being addressed and new ideas are plotted. Speaker of Parliament Jennifer Simons, who supports the association since the beginning, is happy with the idea of automation and asked the organization if specific awareness could be worked out. In April, the first activity of ICT Association Suriname will be held with a focus on the dependence and security of cyber. The director of Rosabel Gold Mines, IAM Gold, Stefan Letwin, was decorated yesterday by Vice President Ashwin Adin. He was appointed the Grand Officer in the honor of the Yellow Star. Adin recalled some work-related matters that the director has done.
Steve personally committed to President Bouterse to construct a 5-megawatt solar plant for the benefit of the Republic of Suriname. That plant, one of the first of its kind in Suriname, was commissioned in 2014. More recently, Steve has been personally involved in supporting discussions with Macamboa from New Coffee Camp to develop an accommodation protocol for their small-scale mining activities on the Gross Rosabel concession, signed earlier this year, which lays the basis for more peaceful relations going forward. On this special occasion, the government of Suriname remains committed to broaden and intensify the mutual relations with Canada and acknowledges the tremendous efforts made by Mr. Steve Letwin for the gold industry in Suriname, including the community activities. Moreover, his involvement, his dedication, and his openness to negotiate in favor of both our nations are admirable.
Letwin informed his audience that the negotiation with the president to guarantee the mines had taken place deep in the interior of Suriname.
And I think this mine is going to be well past 2040. And that means jobs and royalties and taxes to help infrastructure and education and healthcare in this country for 20 years and more. Because this is a very prolific shield, very underexplored.
The appointment as Grand Officer in the honor of the Yellow Star is a distinction for nationals and, in special cases, foreign nationals who have exceptionally served the Republic of Suriname. Cannabis for medical purposes is no longer illegal. At least cannabis with a THC content of 1.5%. The National Assembly has revised the law on narcotics last Tuesday evening. Arrangements have been made to counteract substances used in the illegal production of narcotics. After the vote, Melvin Bouva insisted that this law is no legalization of substance use in our country. The revision of this law comes after years of discussions on making hemp cultivation in Suriname possible and with it, to set up a new form of agricultural industry. Some legal provisions will still be required before they can proceed to the industrial cultivation of hemp. Speaker of Parliament Jennifer Geerling-Simons told the government to see to it that the regulations on drug use in our country are sharply addressed. All hospitals in Suriname received multifunctional printers from NV De Finas Enterprises yesterday. This took place at the opening of the one-day fair of the company in Hotel Torarica. In these hard times for hospitals, this donation is welcome, says Manoj Hindori, director of St. Vincentius Hospital, who spoke as chairman of the National Hospitals Council. Diakonessenhuis, Slans Hospital, Mungra Medical Center, and St. Vincentius Hospital received their printer yesterday, while the Academic Hospital received its donation on Tuesday. The printers are of different types. The Finas Enterprises made this gesture after first having done research in the hospitals. The company has consciously chosen to donate to the hospital, says Dawin Mohangu, CEO of the Finas Enterprises. That was today's edition of Local News. I am Shafan Timpico. Until next time.